Hey everyone. Okay, so today's video is based off everyone's recommendations. These aren't coins that I am currently looking at. These are coins that were suggested by you guys. And yeah, let's just jump into it. So um, first things first, we'll cover Bitcoin and Ethereum. Nothing has really changed from the game plan from last time, so this will be short. Again, it's a very tight range. Big moves going to happen. Let me just quickly show Bitcoin volatility. So BVol, Bitcoin volatility. Let's get rid of these dumb anyways. We have been at the lowest since October of 2018, and I'm expecting a big move to happen in the market. It's going to be violent. It's going to be volatile. The way is unknown, so just be careful because in the coming weeks can happen this week, can happen next week. It's going to be a pretty massive move. So if you are leverage trading, just be careful. You don't want to be in heavy positions because the move can be either way. So that being said, um, plan for Bitcoin really hasn't changed. I'm not looking to get long until this 29,500 level is flipped to support, which again, we deviated here, we deviated, have been unable to flip this to support. Um, I'm still looking for a move up to 3,400-ish for a short, and I've given that plan out in multiple videos, so I won't be giving them again here. And then my swing trade, I'm looking to short Bitcoin from 30,800-ish, add at 31,300-ish, and again, accept manual stop loss, acceptance above 31K, I will close it out. But I hope to ride this all the way down to 23,000-ish. And that's just Bitcoin. So I've given this out multiple times. 3 videos I've made in the span, and Bitcoin really hasn't moved. So again, I'm not going to be covering this because it's been covered before. Same with ETH. The plan for ETH still hasn't changed. Okay. We've been hovering over this 1846 support for the longest time now, since Tuesday. Okay, we had a breakout, and then we actually had a retest of this breakout point, and we've just been hovering. Okay, so again, there's not really anything to trade. I'm still expecting upside on this. I'm going to move these over really quickly so we take a look. But same plan for this. I expect to short ETH at 1920-ish to 1935-ish with the stop loss around 1950. This is the scalp trade, and we take profits at support levels. But for the sake of this, I'm not going to go over all the support levels here. But again, you can take profits at support levels. That's the scalp trade. If we do push higher, then I'm looking to possibly, if I show you guys the inverted scale of this, we have the bottom. Here is the liquidity raid, swing failure. I'm looking for another push down here for a triple tap, and in this case, this is long, but because this is inverted, it's going to be a short. So previous range highs, right? We had a deviation above. We go there. I'm looking to short 1977 with a DCA around 2005-ish. I've covered this in previous videos again. And manual stop loss will be acceptance above 2K. So this is not a hard stop loss. This is a soft stop loss, and I will close it out once 2K is flipped to support. So that's it for ETH. And again, I'm looking to long this demand zone around 1775. So if we come back down into this area, 1775 is where I'm looking to long. DCA around 1740-ish. Yeah, 1740. And then, stop loss below 1700. I'm looking to ride this back up. This was the 4-hour demand zone. Okay, also daily demand zone, and that's what I'm looking for ETH. Nothing really has changed there. These two coins haven't really moved. Again, it's going to be a massive move in the coming weeks. So let's start with coins that people suggested. We'll start with Sol, since I already have a plan for this as well. and I've covered this in previous videos as well. And this is the plan. Okay, so we missed the short opportunity on Sol by 20 cents, but if this goes back up to 25.40, I'm looking to short with my DCA around $26, hard stop loss around 26.49, and I'm looking for a move like this back down to the trend line. Now we are starting to coil up here, meaning we're starting to have a rounded formation just like we did here, right? So the more coiling we have, the more of a chance for us to go to the downside. However, this all depends on Bitcoin. So a place to possibly long Sol, I would love to get 21.8, which is this daily order block here, right? I would love to get long on Sol here, which would be a break of the trend, okay? And we don't break, we've actually broken market structure, so we've been making higher highs, higher lows, okay? But we've just made a higher high, but this is possibly going to be a lower high, and then we're going to break it and make a lower low. So this is why I would love to short the supply zone here for Sol. A possible scalp attempt could be taken at the trend line, right? We've been bouncing from the trend line. So at this rate, a possible scalp attempt could be taken at 23.40, which is the area that I gave here. Okay, so it was, here's the range. Again, we're coiling, right? This was the deviation point. So we deviated, came back above, flipped it to support just like he did here, right? Now this, I'm going to remove these so we can see some levels, but we had an inverse head and shoulders here, okay? The target for this inverse head and shoulders was fully reached, okay? But once we broke out from this resistance level at 23.47, we never actually had a proper retest. So this is still an SR area. We haven't flipped this to support, okay? So I would like to bid there. I'm actually bidding this 2-hour demand zone. So my long would be around 23.40-ish with my stop loss under 23.10. It's a scalp attempt. I'm looking for a move back up to 24. My main long would come here at $23.10. So if this gets stopped, you go into a different long, and stops below lows. Okay, so it's a 4% risk, and I'm looking for a move up into the supply zone. However, they're both going to be risky as long as we're coiling. If we turn $24 into resistance, then I think this play gets stopped out, and then we fill this swing long. Okay. Where I would like to fill Sol, I do think we eventually do go further down under $20. And I'll give I have, all my long-term plays and all the coins that I'm looking to enter into the next bull run in a different video that's on my YouTube channel, so you guys can take a look at that. But if we ever get to these levels here, 15, 14, 12, 9, and 7, that's where I'm looking to be a buyer. My average actually from this dip that we had here is 1377, so I was up 134%. On Sol at one point, I've taken most of my profits, but I'm looking to compound back at these levels. Now if we take a look at the daily, we are at resistance, right? We have been unable to flip this into support, right? And again, unable to flip, we had a deviation point, and we're turning this into resistance. So honestly, the point where I would like to get long would be here, 22.20 down to $20.90. That's where I would like to get long. It would be a double bottom pattern, but also a must hold, because let me show you. The reason why that's a must-hold level is because I'm going to flip this chart. We have giant, or we have a cup here, right, and a handle forming. So if this level is lost, then the technical target for this, honestly, is going to be into my bids, right? So this $22 down to 21 and $20.90 is a very crucial level to hold. Otherwise, we're going to make those lows, right? So right now, we have rejected from daily resistance, and we're starting to coil here. So I do think we go down to at least $20 or 23.40ish, which is where I am looking to get long. Here we go. Okay. So first scalp attempt comes this 2-hour demand zone here, 23.38. DC around 23.20. Will they stop around 23.10? And then the second long comes around 23. Will they stop below 22.22? And we're going to be shorting this supply zone. Okay. So 25.40, looking to short up to 26 with stops around 26.50, looking for lows. So that's my plan for Sol. Let's take a look at DOT next. These are coins that were again suggested by you guys. I'm going to look at spot chart. All right. Okay. So DOT. DOT weekly support is $4.25, and okay, this downtrend that we've been in has been broken. Honestly, DOT is a stupid ass fucking coin. I do think this makes new lows, but if you are looking to buy this, I would buy from support and lower. So probably, you're going to space your bids out. $4.25, $3.55, and then anything lower you can add. Again, this is coiling on a daily. There's no real action from this other than liquidity sweep of these lows here, right, on a few days ago. So if this ever makes a move, so this order block here from 535 up to 548 is where I'd be looking to short, right? You have confluence with the trend line. Stops probably there. Okay. But at this point, like this $5.54 level is a very crucial point because we did, break that support, deviated here. We turned to rejection, resistance, right? Here's your left shoulder, here's your right shoulder. If we do go back up to here and reject, then you have a possible inverse head and shoulders. But I think this continues to get rejected from this resistance. Okay. It's been a pretty strong downtrend. So for me, I would buy lower at these levels here, or I would wait until this trend is flipped, and we start making new highs here. But I wouldn't be a buyer of this coin until we either get a flip of this trend line here, flip $5.54 to support and go higher, or we buy at these levels down here. That's what I would do. The coins that are going to make the most amount of money in the next bull run are coins that were made during this bear cycle. Anything that was made in the past, all those dino coins, like LTC and DOT and stuff like that, they're not going to perform well. So your focus should be on newer shiny coins. Next coin is Atom. Let's see, I have it here somewhere. I think I have a perp chart. Okay. So Atom is at a very crucial weekly level. Okay. Previous range highs, again rejected. We flipped it to support, held it, deviated, right? Went up, held it as support, took out the liquidity, held it, went up higher. Now we are literally hovering on it. Okay. So again, this is a coin where you want to buy lower if you're interested. And these are the levels at which you can buy. 678, 537. But I wouldn't be looking to buy this coin until this downtrend gets flipped. Okay. So yes, we have this giant falling wedge structure. You also have another trend line here, right? So if this deviates on a daily time frame and breaks out, possibly 870 is the next rejection point, which is also going to be, see, support, right? We held it, bounced a little bit higher. This is going to be the deviation point. So 572 is a possible nice area to short. Its confirmation is going to be previous retest of this support. So bearish retest along with retest of this downtrend trend line here, right? If I was looking to short this, when this coin runs, it runs. So if I was looking to short this, it would be something like this. Depending on how high, I mean, you can't just blindly short. You want to see the reaction of these levels, okay? So if this goes back up to like $8.86, you can take a scalp short, DCA around maybe $9, and have your stop loss about $9.14, and then just play, the range over and over again. But if this breaks out, it could run. So that's why you want to gauge levels. I wouldn't place limit shorts here. This is a more confirmation. You want to see how it reacts from here. Reject here, then you can take a possible short. Where I would like to short, and this is why I would say be careful with this short, is because it's possibly putting in a double bottom. Whoops. Right? So a place where I would short is a little bit higher, and this is the resistance point where I would short. Very tough resistance to break out through. I would start scaling shorts from here to about there with stop losses above this wick. I know the stop loss is pretty wide, so you'd have to go in with lower position size. Okay, and then we're just going to play this all the way down to new lows. Okay, so that's where I would look to short, because this double bottom can continue to go higher. But if we get stopped out there, it should have trouble beating this area. Now, if we take a look at this on a weekly level, okay, whoa. Let me go to a spot chart really quickly. Okay, we take a look at this from a weekly level, right? We've had the impulse up, 1, 2, 3, 4. It should bounce from here, okay? And this double bottom that it's been putting in should offer at least a 15% or 15% move up. So that's why taking shorts on this coin at crucial support is very risky. If we ever get to this supply zone here, definite short. It will reject from here. I 100% guarantee it. But right now, it's literally hovering on this downtrend and might want to break out. So it's a very easy long to take if it does break out. Your invalidation point is going to be closing the weekly, maybe a stop loss here around $8.32, maybe a little bit lower just to give you some room. But an easy invalidation would be this. Right? Don't care about that, but a move up to at least $9.50 if it breaks out. That should give you, what, almost a 3-hour trade? Yeah. Easy invalidation, and yeah, that's what I would do for Adam. Let's take a look at Rose. All right. Rose chart looks like Link. It's been accumulating in this range for a while now. Here's your weekly support. Right, we had a deviation, came back above, flipped it to support there, went higher, bounced support again, went higher. And here is your range highs. So we're in a range, right? 4.2 cents is a must-hold level. Again, we can go lower. So if you're looking to buy this, anything below 4.2 cents is a very good area to buy. If we go on the daily, your daily range, support, resistance, right? So you're going to keep playing this until broken. You long support, short resistance until broken. But, you know, this coin's not really moving. So for me, longs are going to be at range lows, right? Lose this, then you're going to be buying spot here, here, and lower. Shorts are going to be happening at range highs. Lower time frame. You have a possible breakout happening actually right now into possibly resistance. So for me, I wouldn't long until this resistance gets flipped to support. You actually have an inverse head and shoulders here as well. Okay, target for this. Into this supply zone where you would look for shorts. Okay. So this is your low time frame trading. Into here, you'd short, possible deviation, you'd long on the reclaim of this resistance, and you'd long up to the supply zone. You take profits, you know, at levels for sure, but on a macro level, right, you're going to short range highs, long range lows until broken, and then you can start your spot DCA or your entry here at 4.2 cents, and then your DCA at bottoms. I think this coin can run in the bull market. It's a good coin, but right now it looks pretty weak. Next coin is AVAX. So AVAX was in a rising wedge. Okay, broke down, gave you it was the perfect opportunity if you've been watching how I trade, right? You break down, retest, close below, opportunity to short with your stops above resistance. I've covered this many times on how to play this. Now, this looks like it wants to possibly break out. Okay. Again, no longs should be taken until 1248 is flipped to support. We haven't, like, we held it, right, bounced up, and then we dropped down, resistance, broke out. So you're looking for a flip of this to support to long. If we do get to this order block here, that's where I'd be looking to short. So $13.05. DCA around 13.18 with my stops around 13.31, and then just play this range over it again. Possibly double bottom here as well with a breakout. So AVAX kind of looks like a nice long, easy invalidation, right? So if you were to long right now, your long setup would look, whoops, as such. Easy invalidation, very tight stop loss, like that. Safer bet would be if we flip this to support, right? Then you place your stop loss below these lows here. So it looks something like this if this gets flipped. Risk is about the same regardless. Okay. That's AVAX. Now on a macro level, let me go to a spot chart. Okay. So here is your weekly downtrend. Here is your weekly support. Okay. And it's actually on support now. So again, gives you more confluence for it to bounce from here. Yeah, anywhere from here to $11.85. This is where it should bounce, and then hopefully hit 13.05 for a place to short. But for now, AVAX, that's what I was looking for in a lower time frame. Okay, short at 13.05, DCA around 13.18, stops above 13.26. You can also take a short at range highs once we broke down here, right? So another short would be around 12.90ish. Very tight stop loss, so probably around 13, and then just play this range. Or you could wait for an up and under, meaning take out liquidity, take out these highs here, close below. There's your short trigger. Stops above wick, and then just play this range over and over again. Next coin, Maker. Let's see. I know I charted this somewhere. One sec. Okay. Alright. So let me show you on the weekly first how I got that level. Okay. Resistance, right? And we rejected right from it. No question about it. Right? That was a good area to long. Now you have these wicks. This tells you that this coin is very illiquid. And it's because of these wicks. Its resistance is resistance as long as the bodies close below. That's what happened here. We went above, sure, but the body closed below and rejected. So always look at candle bodies. Okay. Now, we had a rising wedge here. We broke down, right? Got a nice 7% move down. So now you are looking for a rejection at, well, first of all, I would like to long 11.28 if we get it. This is still making, here's a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low still. We haven't broken market structure, but if we fall down here, okay, we make a lower low. You're looking for the next higher low to short. Okay, so That's if we break down. Otherwise, you're looking at this 1300 level again for a rejection, and that's where you'd be looking to short. So something like this. Depending on how many days this takes. Otherwise, look for a rejection at the trend line and then further down, just like this. Right? Broke down, came back up, rejected from it. So first would be you can start your DCA or your entry around 1307 very lightly because this coin's very illiquid. You see these wicks? You can't have it from 10,032 and all of a sudden go to 1262 in a day. It's very liquid. So this should be a trade where you take with less position size and like a third of your normal position. So 1307 and you DCA to about 1340-ish with your stops above the wick. And hopefully ride it into this demand zone. That's where you hedge long. And it's going to be a hedge long because, you know, we could go up, but you're still riding your short. You should take profit from your shorts. You would close the long if we make a lower low. And then you're looking for that lower high to short. Render. Okay. So I don't remember when I charted this, but these are the levels that you want to take a look at this coin. You want to long this demand zone. Okay. Currently it's in a downtrend, but looking to possibly break out here, and it could happen. So I wouldn't look to short anything here up until a little bit higher. Two areas to short. This one is actually not valid. It's already played out. Two areas to short would be if we make it up to here. Clear resistance, previous range highs. Okay. Or we get to here. Now, this trade here, if we do get up there, is going to be what I call a bearish Quasimodo. I'm going to share you that here. It's a very, very effective bear one sec. I'm getting the image. A bear market pattern. If I can get the image. Okay. So here's the neckline, right? Here's the higher high. Here's the higher low. Here's the higher high, third wave. Here's the lower low. Lower low. So you're looking for the fifth lower high, which hopefully if we get to 250, that's where you'll be looking to short with your stops somewhere here. That's a definite short if we get there. But first, you know, we're going to play level by level. And you could take a short scalp here at $1.90. Another short there and there. And these shorts would be $1.85 is actually going to be the neckline for this possible inverse head and shoulders. Right? And then go up, reject. So a scalp can be taken there as well. Something like, I don't know how this coin moves. Something like that. Back down to here. And for longs, you know, you want this level to be cleanly broken out, retested in long. Otherwise, you're looking for a flip of this level here. Right, resistance, flipped it to support, rejected from it. So you're looking for $1.68 to be flipped to support, and then you could long. But if you're looking to get long on a lower level, then this order block here. So $1.62 down to $1.59, and your stops would probably be, depending on your risk tolerance, $1.55 and just right higher. But it's continuously making lower highs and lower lows. So, you have multiple places to get long. Break this and further come down. Everything is in like this falling wedge pattern. Okay. So must hold level. That's why the order block looks good. But this is a place where you want to start buying spot $1.37, and then you can add more to your spot bag at $1.23, $1.07, and you're just looking at areas of consolidation to add at. So high time frame, looking to short 250. You can take scalps at 213, range highs, rejected. And then on lower time frames, you're looking for $1.68 to be flipped to support to long. Otherwise, you're long $1.62. And then you can short scalp $1.81.5 with stops around $1.84.7. Injective. So I mentioned that Injective in previous video was getting weak. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all these. These were all made in previous videos. Okay, so I mentioned if $780 is lost, then it's going to be a quick acceleration down. We lost it. Now we're looking to see if it turns into resistance. If it does, right, then it's going to be more down. So I'm looking to possibly get long at $7.14 with my stops at $6.78. We've been bouncing off this demand zone, right? First touch, had a nice move up. There we go, nice move up again. I personally don't want to get short on this coin until we reach the supply zone here at $8.60 with my stops around $8.87. Okay. This would also be a head and shoulders, right, back up. However, we have a mini head and shoulders that currently is going to get retested on the daily. You have your left shoulder. Here is your head, right? Here is your right shoulder. So the neckline already got breached. So if we do reject from $7.80, which is the level that I was talking about, this is a bearish retest of the neckline. Reject from there, then we're going further down. Downtrend still. So more downtrend, this is where I want to get long. That's where I'm getting long. Otherwise, you could get long if $7.80 is reclaimed on the daily, up to about $8.10, and short there. I also wanted to short range highs here previously. We missed it barely. But $8.31 is also a short with a very tight stop loss, and then you'd play this range over and over until broken. So if this is actually going to be a deviation of range lows, just like here, right? You're waiting for the reclaim to happen, and then hopefully it retests 780, and then you just play this range over and over again. So currently no trigger to long or short Injective until 780 reaction point is reached. And that's all the coins that were, I know more coins were suggested. I'm not going to go over 60 coins. I only trade high cap coins. So of these coins, I picked out these. Any meme coins and such were not made on the list, and they never will be. So only coins that are on high market cap, top 50 is the ones that I will be looking at. And I don't want to make this a long video, so I'm going to stop it here. And that's pretty much it. Thanks, everyone.